Hi guys, this is going to be a get ready with me using Mercier products, and we'll be doing hair and makeup. I know I look like hell right now. So first thing I have to do is just brush out my hair, and then I'm going to apply a couple of products into it. I'm using the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap Leave-In Treatment for distressed hair. I'm just doing a couple pumps of that. I'm going to be straightening my hair today. I'm mostly putting that in the bottom half of my hair. And then I'm going to use this Living Proof Style Lab Prime Style Extender Spray. It's a hair priming spray that's supposed to extend the life of your style. So I want this straightening to last me 3 days. So my hair is still a little bit damp. So we're going to do makeup first and then hair afterwards. But I like to get my products in while it's still damp. Then I'm using a heat protectant. This is the John Frieda Frizzy's Heat Defeat Protecting Spray. And I just spray that all over generously. And then I'm going to section off my hair. And I usually do it in 3 sections. Well, technically 4, but I'll take apart this part and pin it up. And then I'll do the other side, you know, the center. And then this side. And then when I'm ready to do my hair, it'll be easy. But also, it gets it out of the way for doing my makeup. For my makeup today, I'm going to be using a lot of Mercier products. So this is the Mercier Foundation Primer, Broad Spectrum SPF 30. And it's just like a creamy consistency, like lotion. And I just put that all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid. And it is in the color Vanilla. I did use my Caudalie Moisturizing Sorbet Moisturizer and my Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. Then I used the Mercier Foundation Primer. I just put a little bit on my hand. Now I'm going in with the MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NC20. I may get a lighter color the next time. I am kind of getting closer to the bottom on this. I'll probably get a lighter shade. And I just take a little bit of that under the eyes. And I'm going to pat that in. I'm just going to pat it in with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I'm using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And this is just a loose powder that's kind of translucent. I just put a little bit in the tray on an e.l.f. small tapered brush. And I packed that under the eyes. And this has like a little bit of a shimmery finish, but it's not really shimmer. It's hard to explain, but it really adds a nice brightening effect. And since I did dust a little bit of the concealer onto my eyelids, I actually put this powder there too. For contour today, I'm going to be using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and the brush it came with. For blush, I'm going to be using Benefit's Dallas Blush, and it's described as rosy bronze. I'm taking the e.l.f. Kabuki Face Brush, just a flat powder brush, and I'm kind of smoothing out the lines. There's no product on this brush. Okay, and then I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Highlight 01. It's a Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and it looks like this. It's just a matte highlighter, which I actually don't use very often, so I need to use it more. This is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. Putting that right at the top of the cheekbones. Love this highlighter. Down the center of the nose. Across the Cupid's bow. Okay, for lips today I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Bare Baby Lip Glace. It's just a light pink gloss. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, and I will be back in a couple minutes. Okay, so I did my brows and I went ahead and did the other eye. What I did first was I took the e.l.f. blending brush and I took the color Creme Brule by Make Up Geek. And that is just a really pretty nudish color. And I just swept that in the crease. This is my transition color. So I took it from the crease and upward so that it would blend out beautifully. Do you see how on this eye, above the dark colors, there's like a nice, like a light glow behind it of the peachy brown? So that's what's going on there. And then I went in on the lid and I used a flat shader brush. Any old flat eyeshadow would do. And this is Make Up Geek's foiled eyeshadow in the spotlight. And I just tapped that, and it's very, like it said, foiled, so it's very metallic. Tap that on the lid. Then I went in with an e.l.f. crease brush. Any brush will do. And I used the colors Ice Queen and Vanilla Bean. They're just like whitest shades right up underneath the brow bone and in the inner corner of the eye. Okay, and then I went in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. Any one will do, and I used this for several colors. So first I went in with the color Bitten, which is a burgundy color. And that went in on the crease there. And then I kind of wasn't as happy with that. I mean, I like it, but it just didn't really, I'm not done. So then I went in with the Make Up Geek eyeshadow in Drama Queen. It's a dark purple. And I took a little tiny bit of that and I ran it in the outer part of the eye here. And then when that wasn't deep enough, obviously, I went in with Make Up Geek's Corrupt, and that is the blackest black. And I just like barely touched my brush in it because this is intense. And I put that into the crease to really deepen it up. And then after all the blending I've done, I've kind of lost some of that shimmery peach color on the lid. So I went back in with that and tapped it back on to kind of brighten that up a little. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the upper eye. And then on the lower eye, what I've done is I used a brown eyeliner. This is the NYX Kohl Kajal brown eyeliner. And I just did a thin line, and I only took it about 2/3 of the way over. And then underneath it, I put a little bit of shadow. For that, I used Make Up Geek's Brule. And this is just a skinny old, almost like you could use it for an eyeshadow or for eyeliner or brows or whatever. And I took Frappe, which is a goldish brownish with a little bit of warm red undertones right beneath that. And then I went in with a tiny bit of Cocoa Bear right underneath that. So this is Ice Queen, Vanilla Bean, Creme Brule, Frappe, Cocoa Bear, Bitten, Drama Queen, Corrupt. So those are kind of the eyeshadows that I looked, and then that's in the spotlight, the foiled eyeshadow. Okay, so then I used the tattoo liner in Trooper by Kat Von D, and I did a dramatic winged eyeliner. And then for mascara, I used the Lorac Cobra mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started on the hair. Alright, so now I am brushing out my hair. I don't think I've ever done like a chit chat get ready with me where I just talk to you guys, but I just kind of want to tell you some things that are coming up ahead in my channel. I am doing that Q&A. The questions are slowly trickling in, so that's why I haven't done it. I know I've been talking about doing it for about a month, but the questions are, you know, I have about 10 questions now maybe, or 5, something like that. This is the straightener that I have had for years. It's the Remington Wet to Style. And I have been using this thing seriously for 5 to 10 years, and it still does the job. So, anyway, but some things that are coming up on my channel. So Q&A is coming soon. I may record that this week. Also a Make Up Geek haul. And I'm not sure yet if I think I'm going to break it into 2 hauls because I placed one order online and I got a bunch of stuff and I've already received it, which is those eyeshadows you just saw me using. That was probably the second time I've used those. And that was part 1 because then I wanted, one of the things I really wanted, and I'm like not willing to not want, is the Peach Smoothie eyeshadow. Everybody's always talking about how beautiful Peach Smoothie is. So that one was out of stock when I put in my first order. So a few days after I put it in, I saw that it was back in stock. And so then I did a second order. But each order is pretty big. So I think I'm going to actually go ahead and film the haul for the things that I already got delivered. Because the other stuff hasn't even shipped yet. But it's plenty. Or I could make it one big haul. So I don't know what you guys want to see. Do you like seeing hauls? Would you rather see them more often but smaller? Or would you rather see them like have me hold on to my stuff for like a month at a time and then just do like an epic haul, you know, of like a ton of stuff? Let me know what you guys think. And then also, of course, submit any questions you have for Q&A. Depending on when this gets posted, I may have already recorded that video, but can always save the questions for a future video. So what's new with you guys? What have you been loving? I have been really liking that Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I don't have a whole lot of Laura Mercier, but the things that I do have, I love. I saw that she has a new like contouring, like a cheek palette out, but I think it's Creme Products, and I'm not too keen on Creme. So I've kind of decided I'm not going to get it because I have other contouring palettes. Oh, side note on contouring palettes, did you guys know that the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit is now available in 2 shades? They have a light and a dark at Ulta. Did you know that? Me neither. I just saw that the other day. I was like, I don't remember them ever having 2 shades of that. So I think the one that came out originally was light. And then the one that they just came out with is for darker skin types. So, darker skin tones. I think that's good, you know. I feel like a lot of the makeup that's popular is really targeted towards lighter skinned people. You know, and I always try to remind myself to mention that. Like, you know, this blush is great if you're fair skinned, or this, you know, but it may not show up on you if you're darker. And I try to mention stuff like that because it really is true. Like, you know, some of this stuff is beautiful, and then you might buy it if you have medium to tan skin and be like, this doesn't even show up on me because I am light. Most foundations, if there's like 10 colors that they offer, I'm in like shade number 2. Maybe shade number 3. Like I'm second or third lightest. I've got warm undertones. I've always been told I had yellow undertones. But then I tried the Make Up Forever HD foundation in shade N123. And that one is described as, I think it's called Desert Beige, but on the Sephora website. But it's described as light with olive undertones. And I had never seen a foundation that was for light skin with olive undertones. I'd seen it with dark skin or medium skin with olive. But so I tried that out, and it's actually pretty close match. So Now I'm wondering if when somebody told me I had, you know, yellow undertones, if they just meant that I was warm and not cool. I'm not sure, but what are your experiences? What do you think? Honestly, I always thought that I could kind of go either way on undertones because a lot of colors look okay on me. I know that sounds cocky, but very few colors don't. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through some of this. Whoa, look at that. I had it pinned up. Fast forward through the rest of this and I'll be back in a few. If you don't have any alligator clips like these, you should get some, because the reason I like them, now I used to section off my hair using these like old clips like this, and they're fine, but these ones don't leave any marks in your hair when you pin it. So for example, this hair here is already straightened, and I can pin it with this alligator clip, and it doesn't leave a crease, so that's why I like these. So they sell them at Walmart. There's different types. The ones I have in my head right now are from GHD, Good Hair Days, which is like a chi level chi. So like a straightener is like $80, you know. So these are probably expensive. They came with a straightener that I have from Chi. Is this a good look for me? Do you like it? Is that cute? I think it's cute too. What do you guys think about me getting bangs? Any, now that you've seen it a little bit with this nonsense, what do you think about me cutting my hair to my shoulders? For example, this hair here in the front, that's a layer. What if I were to cut all of my hair that length instead of the length it is? Any thoughts? I've always wanted to. I cut it one time in junior high, and I just remember how I hated it. But I think it's just because, you know, when you're in junior high, you're like in that awkward stage. You don't really like know how to do hair. So you just do the best you can. And I didn't know how to straighten my hair or anything, and I just kind of let it go. And it was, I think my hair has gotten curlier over the years, naturally. Have you guys experienced that too? Like in your 20s, did your hair get like a lot wavier or straighter or anything? I was talking to my stylist the other day. I just go to Great Clips. I act like I have some like fancy stylist. But she was telling me that your hair changes every 7 years, and that it's not uncommon for people's hair to change. So down comes the hair. And that it makes sense that my hair might change. But I don't know. Okay, so this is pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm just going to add some hairspray, Caviar, Working Hairspray Ultra Dry Control. So I'm not actually going to part it in the center. I'm going to part it down the side. Like this. And for the hairspray, I kind of lift up the top layer because I don't want that layer to be laid down. And I spray it like that. But I want the top layer to have the ability to move, so I don't want it to be too stuck to my head. Zhuzh. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.